System station.
We're ready to go.
Welcome to the 2023 annual meeting, where life's sweeter when you live inspired.
Yeah.
So, it has been a pleasure to serve this community, the committees, the board. We look forward to even having a better 2024. We want to kind of hit real briefly on highlights that we did in 2023 and then move through. And we're going to first start out with very funny the 2023 Board of Directors, which, as you can see, Zach and Lisa are here in person. Krista's on vacation. And then Adriana had another meeting and Paul is recovering from surgery. So these will continue to be your 2024 Board of Directors. Do you have anything to say? Not at this time. Okay. All right, moving on. As you can see, we have our Inspiratic Community Association and Management Team. I am Sharon, Community Manager. We have Shani, Assistant Community Manager. We have Larry floating around in the back, VP. Moving on to Community Standards, we have Sonia, DRC Community Standards Director. Ernest, somewhere.
Back and back.
And Veronica cannot be here, but she's our DRC Community Standards Director. Then our lovely Resident Services Team, we have Tara, Administrative Supervisor. We have Amina, Resident Services Coordinator. Our Lifestyle Team, we have our lovely Tasha, Lifestyle Director, Madison, Lifestyle Coordinator, and JJ, wherever she's at. IT room. Okay. And then Facilities Team, we have Jeff, Facilities Director, and Operations Coordinator. Everybody in the back. And Susanna couldn't make it tonight. And then we have Jaden for this is the organization chart where you have the board of directors, you have the committees, community manager, and then the teams. Our community association council is WRSSR, and our attorney is Greg Kerr. Greg is sick tonight, so he cannot make the meeting. And then our favorite Inspiratic Community Association committees. Tony, take it away.
All right. Well, first off, I just want to thank our Covenants Committee. So we had Michael, John, Leland, Thomas, and Doug. They dedicated their time all year to reviewing the 6,941 violations that the team did for this year, which is actually down from last year. So resolution after stage one, we had an 88% resolution, which means when someone got a courtesy notice, they resolved it before it went further. So we have a 97% overall compliance rate. Accounts and fines, we do have 53 accounts that are in fines right now. And the most common violations are for landscape, rubbish and debris, and maintenance. So I'd also like to thank our design review committee, Peter, Walt, Lisa, and Alyssa. Where did it go? There it is. They reviewed 809 design review applications over the year. They averaged about 67 a month. We're still looking at initial backyard landscaping because obviously we still have homes that are new, and solar and pools would be their primary applications that have been submitted.
Tasha.
All right. So I would like to thank our social committee for helping us plan those wonderful events all year long. Many of you are here tonight, so I can see that. For our lifestyle committee, we have Kelly Michael, our chairperson, Lisa Hires, our board liaison, Doris Carlson, Harold Friedman, Carrie Hildman Bulksef, sorry if I messed that up, Barbara Conrad, Diane Reinhardt, Becky Roman, Rachel Pizarres, and Linda Tidmer. For our lifestyle accomplishments this year, we launched our Inspirato Sponsor Partnership Program. It's a 3-tier program that gives community businesses and residents in our community the opportunity to promote directly to the community where they live and work. Currently, we have 17 top-tier Hummingbird members, 4 middle tier Quail members and 2 Dove partners. All of our events this year, especially our signature events, Spring Festival, Pumpkin Patch, and Fall Festival, grew in attendance. And we also grew our vendor, sponsor, and community partners participation this year as well. For our Spring Festival in April, we had approximately 2,000 attendees. Pumpkin Patch, we had approximately 1,800 attendees. And Fall Festival, we had about 3,500 attendees. And those numbers are based on feedback from our vendors and our vendor sales. And we had our, you go to the next slide. For our highlights, we had our St. Patrick's Day Silent Dance Party that was along with our Border Buster Week. And that was the top of the week off. So that was pretty fun. You put on the headphones and you just dance around and nobody knows what you're doing, but it looks cool. And we also, that's our picture from our Spring Festival. Our theme this year was we had a bee theme. So next year we're having aliens, so make sure you come out for that one. Out of this world, yes, that's the thing. So teaser. We had our second annual National Night Out. We partnered with the Henderson Police Department once again, and our community partners and sponsors, and some of our safety advocates. And so that event, we actually had, about 500 for that one, yes. And we had a fundraiser in July for Folds of Honor. So we raised almost $2,000 that we donated to Folds of Honor Foundation. And also this year for National Out, we are participating in the Project 365, and we launched the Dog Walker Watch program. And so far we have 15 volunteers signed up, and we have our first meeting coming up in a couple of weeks. And we had our Pumpkin Patch event, which was another big success. This year, we had pumpkin theme events and activities for everyone to take part in. We had a non-messy, non-carving pumpkin station that was really popular. And then we also had a professional photography booth that was provided free of service to our residents, blah photography. So that was pretty awesome. And for our fall festival, we did Thriller Night. We had zombies, so it was like a friendly apocalyptic theme. So hope you all had a chance to come out and experience that. We had our haunted house. We turned our clubhouse into a haunted house, which was provided by one of our residents. He did it free of charge, so it was a fun event for our residents.
Yes.
And we also have new charter clubs that came on this year at the end of last year. So we have the Inspirata Garden Club, the Cards and Game, the Inspirata Social Science Book Club, and our Golden Girls and Guys. And all of those groups are really active. So we are happy to have our charter clubs. And those are our accomplishments for the lifestyle department.
No.
Oh,
I know you're talking about Diddy. I know he had Alzheimer's. Oh, he passed away? Oh, wow. Yeah, I know him. I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name. I know his face. I know what he looked like. His wife has that WS.
Larry, Escala, Pat, Veronica, and Lloyd.
Yeah, he was a he was good looking.
Brian and Matt, Milano, Kelly, and Nancy. Rick, Kathy, and Shelley.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Brad, Stephen, and Vernon. Harris is Bob and Marla, and Toll brothers Thomas and Jamie. Thank you very much. We really do want to say thank you to all our committee volunteers for your service over the last year. It is greatly appreciated. Moving on to 2023 accomplishments. Jeff, you are up.
All right. Good evening. Thanks to all that are in attendance tonight. Here to and happy to announce your guys' Master Association and Benefited Area accomplishments for 2023. Starting with Master Association accomplishments. Inspirata East Trail, we installed 4 outdoor exercise units behind Century Homes Pod 3-2. Inspirata West Trail, we installed park benches and trash receptacles behind each pod along the trail. They are also logoed with the Inspirata logo. KB Home Pod 1-2, we installed solar bollard lighting in the Pocket Park at Vegas Tapestry and Empty Poplars, and another at Empty Poplars and Via Festiva. Salista Community Center, we repaired, cleaned, and seal coated the pavers throughout the pavilion. Overlook was resurfaced, the concrete was resurfaced underneath the shade structure. Turf conversions were completed this year, first phase. We did 8,613 square feet of turf conversion at non-functional turf areas required by the Southern Nevada Water Authority throughout villages 1 through 4. Locations included Salista Pavilion and Pool, Color Collage Walk, Pocket Park at Epty Poplars and Via Festiva, Pocket Park in Century Homes 3 Pod 3-2, and a Pocket Park in KB Home Pod 4-4. We completed this year's plant and tree replacements. We did 6,145 plants and 329 trees that were planted in the common areas throughout villages 1 through 4 during the spring and fall season. Decorative rock refreshment, we did 2,716 tons of decorative rock that was installed in common areas throughout villages 2 and 3. KB Homes Pod 5, 3, and 7, 4. We finalized turnover walks with KB Home for all of those common areas. Moving on to benefited area accomplishments. Start with City Homes. We completed this year's roof inspections / maintenance. We did 186 units that were built in 2014 to 2017. Did some city home repaints, 76 units built in 2012 and 2013 received a full repaint, and 229 units built in 2016 and 17 received trim only. We planted 1,678 plants and 36 trees during the spring and fall seasons for City Homes. We installed 1,100 tons of decorative rock that were installed for City Homes in pods 2, 3, 4, 3, and 4, 4. Private gated neighborhoods. Asphalt seal coat project was successfully completed this year in Escala, Terraces, Milano, Altera, and Park. Plant tree replacements for gated neighborhoods. We did 57 plants and 2 trees planted in Altera, 70 plants in Porto de Ferro, and 116 plants and 2 trees planted in the estates. Decorative rock refreshment, we did 23 tons installed in Porto de Ferro, 24 tons installed in Altera, and 24 tons installed in the estates. And Terraces, Porto de Ferro, Milano, and Park have solar bollard lighting installed. Toll Brothers Clubhouse, the playground, the play structure and the safety padding was replaced. We anticipate that playground to be open to residents early next week. The pool furniture was replaced, the Toll pool, and the carpet was replaced in the meeting room, and we installed a conference table in the TV room, the lounge room. Toll Brothers Pod 5-2, we finalized turnover walk with Toll Brothers for all of their common areas. That's it.
Great accomplishment for 2023. So just want to put another plug in. We're always looking for community volunteers. So we currently, the committees that have openings for volunteers is the Toll Brothers Service Area, the Design Review Committee, Milano Service Area, and Terraces Service Area. So if you're interested, let us know. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, in your annual mailer, you received the minutes from the annual meeting in 2022. So I just need a motion, a first and second, to approve the minutes from 2022. Oh, and your name, please?
Jim Michael.
Jim Michael. Do I have a second?
Second. David Bynum.
Thank you.
All in favor? Aye. Treasurer's report, budget. So just wanted to let you know that we are doing very well in 2023. We're being able to mostly stick to what's in the budget. We are trending to where we may have a little bit of excess funds in the community budget by the year end, but we won't know until everything's final. The 2024 budgets. I'm happy to say I did trim a lot of everything, trim some budgets that. But I wanted to maintain that we didn't have to have an increase this year going into 2024. So I'm happy to report that there's no increase in the community budget or the service area budgets for 2024.
Thank you.
And then, as you know, the purpose of the budget is for operation, maintenance, and enhancement of the common areas reserved for future expenses and social events for 2024. The 2024 reserve study updates for the community and the service areas reflect adequately funded reserve accounts for both the community and the service areas. And all of this information, the 2024 budget and reserve study information, was previously provided in the budget mailing for community, and if you're in a service area, for that service area, as well as your reserve study. Yeah. This year, we don't have an election, so it's just basically budget ratification. So, do we have any budget questions for the community budget?
What's our current projection at year end?
So, current projection at year end is we possibly may have excess revenue of around 350, 400,000.
We have plans in place that we could implement.
Oh, yes, believe me, these are already got plans in place. And as soon as we know, we have just completed the audit financials for 2022. So that gives us a correct picture of, after the CPA looks at it, how much we really have. And so we will be looking at that, reviewing it, and then forwarding it to the board for the information to see if they want to allocate to certain areas. Okay. So the budgets were adopted by the board of directors at the regular board meeting on October 17, 2023. Unless 75% of the respective owners of record vote to reject the budget, it is considered ratified as of this meeting. And so a quorum is required to hold a vote to reject the proposed budget. So, budget is ratified. Moving on to resident comments. Do we have any resident comments? I love you guys. Everybody wants some ice cream. So I will let you know, we have set up a ice cream and cookie bar out there for you all to enjoy. And so please, after we adjourn, we really appreciate you being here. Go have a treat, socialize, and have a good night. So can we move to adjourn? Can you give us your name?
You really want that butter?
I do. And then Harold, did you second it?
I second it.
All right, all in favor? Aye. You guys,
Nice.
this is awesome. We just adjourned at 6:19.
Wow.
Oh, that was a fast meeting.